You're looking at a 1967 BMW 2000 CS, a product of Germany turned into a race car in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to speak to our friend HSR racer Damon DeSantis, learn all about this gorgeous touring car. Damon, a beautiful car here behind us. Tell us about its origins in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I watched my brother-in-law race for a number of years, and he wanted me to get into racing. And so in turn, I finally bit the bullet, and he found this car for me, this BMW, which is behind us. And that's been my starter car, and I've been racing it now for about a little over 10 years.
Made in Washington State, good folks made it there, raced locally. We think SCCA probably would have been the organization at the time, there in the late 60s, early 70s. And then it migrated, went across the country.
Yes. Racecraft built the car out there in the Pacific Northwest, as you stated, and then somehow the car migrated out to Maryland, where a gentleman bought it, and I guess he was having some financial challenges. My brother-in-law was trying to find me a starter car. He made contact with this individual in Maryland, and we purchased the car, or I purchased the car, and I've been driving it ever since.
Inline four-cylinder motor, BMW did some beautiful work with those for sure. Makes about 175 horsepower, you said, about 140 pound-feet of torque. Revs nice and high to about 7,500 RPMs. Yes. Tell me about that, the power, the torque, the lightweight, the balance. These BMWs, this era, really known for those features.
It's a fun car to drive, I can tell you that, especially after the number of years that I've driven it. It fits like an old pair of sneakers, so I love climbing in that car and going. It's almost like we're one together when we're out there on the track.
So 2-liter inline four-cylinder motor, Damon. Got to keep that thing revving in order to make that good power, but it has great torque down low. Another key attribute to the car, relatively lightweight, right? 2,600 pounds or so. Doesn't need to have a giant motor to perform.
No, it does not. It handles quite well. You'd be surprised. It looks bulky like the BMW kind of boxy style, but in reality it moves quite well on the track.
The unique shape of the car. This era, I think BMW 2002s maybe will come to mind for a lot of folks. Smaller for sure, boxy as well. This 2000cc car, this BMW 2000 CS, a little bit more elongated. I think the shape of it is impeccable. Tell me about the unique side of this. It's not the 2002 that everyone seems to have.
Right.
You've got a really special car.
Yeah, I found out I did not know that when I purchased the car, but through the course of time, as I've driven it at multiple tracks around the country, people have just, grabbed hold of me and said, we've never seen something like this out on the track. So it is a rarity to actually see it racing. You'll see them on the street a little bit, but not so much racing. So this is truly a unique, one-of-a-kind car when you see it out on the tracks.
BMW, Car Club of America, the BMW CCA. Oh, that is a very motivated family. I don't know if you knew it at the time when you bought the car, but there is an entire organization that loves and wants to support everything like what you have. What's it like being a part of that world?
It's interesting. I haven't myself participated in too many things, but I was I believe, at the 100th anniversary celebrating BMW out in Laguna Seca a few years back, so that was nice, and we brought this car out, and it got a lot of attention at that particular event. Of course, as you stated, everybody with the BMWs, bring you in and foster you and take hold, so it was quite a surprise, because I did not know that that family existed when I first purchased the car.
I'd also imagine, because the BMW CCA, like the Porsche Club and Corvette Club, is filled with nothing but experts. I bet you have a lot of folks coming up to you telling you little factoids about the 2000 CS model.
Absolutely, there are some folks that know a lot more about this car than I do, but it's interesting to learn about it as you go, and I continue to learn literally every day as I meet somebody.
You mentioned it feeling like an old comfortable pair of shoes, but these are fast shoes that you have here. Tell me about the suspension, the handling side here that gives you so much confidence.
A lot of it is through time, the confidence grows. That's with any car that you'd race, but certainly with this particular BMW. It is a heavier car in general terms, it's 2600 for the size engine that's carrying that weight around the track. But you learn to utilize the weight of the car to your advantage in some cases, and I've been able to do that over the course of time through years, where you can actually, it feels like you're drifting in the corners. But again, as you've sat in the seat with this in seat time, you learn those little tricks that you can do to actually maximize the car's performance on the track. But I will say this, as my starter car led me to now advance in racing, and now I in addition drive a 1974 Porsche 911, which is my go-to car. I'm racing here this weekend at Road Atlanta, and I actually purchased with my brother, we share the car, a 1969 English T70 Lola original. And we actually have that in Europe now. We're racing Spa, Le Mans, and Silverstone in the coming summer, this 2025.
Seems like being part of the HSR family has certainly been a positive and maybe expanded some horizons as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Been with HSR since inception, so my 10 plus years in racing has all been with HSR. I've raced with other groups, but HSR has been fantastic.